Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special Canada's Got Talent edition of the Jake Steak with Jacob Elyachar Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Elyachar, the chief content producer and writer of JakeSteak.com, a pop culture entertainment news website. Before we get started, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. If you're listening to on audio, please give a 5-star rating and download. And as I said, Canada's Got Talent is here for a new season, and I am honored and thrilled to welcome one of my favorite judges to the podcast. Please help me welcome Trish Stratus to the podcast.
Hello. Thanks you for having me.
Trish, it's such an honor and privilege to talk with you. Thank you so much for taking time in your schedule to talk with me today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. What makes me your favorite judge? I want to know.
I gotta say, your stratisfaction.
Yes.
And like your ability to do something that no other Got Talent judges have been able to do. Elbow the golden buzzer.
Oh yeah. It's funny because on my this year's golden buzzer, I hit the golden buzzer because it was like such a moment. I felt it. I was like, oh, do you think people expect a wrestling move every time I hit the golden buzzer? But I will tell you this: there's 4 judges, and there's 6 golden buzzers this season. 6. Talent was super, and we had to hit that golden buzzer 6 times this season. That's how amazing this season was. I'm just saying.
I'm so excited about that. So let's quickly, while you brought out the subject, how has the bond strengthened between you, Cardinal, Lilly, Howie, and Lindsay from last year to this season?
How has it what?
Strengthened.
Oh gosh, we were united and strong from the beginning. I got to be honest. The Fremantle is, they're the people who own the brand, right? And they said to the producers, "Oh, what a great group of judges! Like you guys got them together. How long have they known each other? They have such great chemistry." We're like, "No, this is day 1. They just met today." But there was honestly instantly, and I don't know if it's because we're Canadians and we're so nice, and we've been appreciative of each other's success. We were aware of each other's success because when we see others making it, in our industry, or, the entertainment industry, and then making it outside of Canada, unfortunately, that's the benchmark often. But we were supportive of each other. And so we all had this like bond. We all knew that as Canada, we got this special place now. We have this, because I'm sure you did the same thing, watching AGT or BGT. When you saw that Canadian act, you're like, yes, okay, Canada, let's go, right? So we knew, we're like, oh, we finally have our own stage, and we have a place for our own Canadians to bring our homegrown talent to our stage, to our country, to the world, and we're a part of it. So, we knew we had this amazing opportunity to do it together, and to also not be like the Canadian version of the American show, right? Like we wanted to like be our own entity and be as strong as like the AGT brand. I think we did that, as a group, we delivered as judges, I think. And then it was up to Canada, would they deliver? And as you saw in season 1, they delivered. We were Citytv's #1 rated show in the last decade. So therefore we have a season 2. So Canada was super excited to see their people represented, right? And so season 2 now, we had 35% increase in auditions. We saw 400 plus contestants on our stage, which then made for like really hard decision making, first of all. But many opportunities to have your mind blown. And I think Canada will be very proud to see what we have this season.
I'm so excited. I'm here from Oakland Park, Kansas, and when I heard about Canada's Got Talent, I needed to come. I needed to cover because I'm a huge Got Talent super fan, and the 3 Got Talents now are the ABCs I pay attention to. I pay attention to America, of course, Britain, and of course Canada.
Yes, fantastic, good.
All right, so this season, CGT shot it in its new home of the OLG Stage at the Fallsview Casino in Niagara Falls. Now, how has this 5,000-seated venue enhanced the audience role this season?
Well, we did shoot during a pandemic last season, right? So huge difference, right? And so not only in the lack of audience altogether, but also that we had at one point a full capacity of 5,000 people, auditioning. That exhausted me just thinking about it. Participating and watching this taking in the moments. And as a live performer myself, there's just something about the energy from the live crowd, right? Like the adrenaline and having them cheer you on, drive you and motivate you. It's as a performer, it's amazing. And also we've acknowledged that we are 4 judges, but the audience is like our 5th judge, right? We often we invite the audience to like be a part of this, because there's been times where I'm like, we're like, that's a no. And the audience is like, no, boo. And like, sometimes we're pretty steadfast. Like when we make a decision, we make a decision, but we have been, and you will see there are moments where we were influenced because the crowd's like, we love them. We're like, you like this stupid thing? Fine. We'll let it go. Maybe Canada will love them. I don't know. What do we know? You know what I mean? So to have that option, to have the audience participate is so amazing, and to fuel the performers, a blessing, right? To be able to do that and to fill a 5,000 capacity theater with a second season of the show. It's an honor.
Absolutely. So last year you gave the golden buzzer to acrobatic gymnasts Theo and Mila. So what qualities are you looking for in acts this season to join Theo and Mila in your golden buzzer club?
There's a few boxes that have to be checked for me. I want to, I say, do I want to see this act again? Would I want to see this again? Is this something I've never seen before? And then it comes down to, like, for me, it's a feel thing. Do I feel this? Does my heart skip a beat? Will I jump out of my seat? Do I have goosebumps? And like when those moments happen, I'll tell you what, that was one of our worries as new judges, Lilly Singh, Kardinal, myself. When we started last season, we'd be like, this feels important. The golden buzzer moment feels important. You can literally change the trajectory of somebody's entire life in a moment. How do you know? How do you know that moment? And he says, you'll just know. That's all you're giving us. You'll just know. But guess what? You do. It's a feeling. It will just click with you. And everyone, obviously, because that's the fun of it, every judge possibly reflects people at home, right? So mom feels a certain way, dad feels a certain way, just like Howie feels a way and Trish feels a way. So, we all are kind of, I think we're reflecting the viewers at home. In a way, it will strike a chord with you. It'll resonate with you. Something will happen. And for me, it's a feel thing. If I feel it, and certainly with my golden buzzer, oh my gosh, I felt it. Like there's just a moment, and like this is my golden buzzer. And just to make something very exciting, like if you think of this math, there's 4 judges, but there's 6 golden buzzers this season. So do the math. There's so much amazing stuff. Basically, I'm saying there's so much amazing stuff that we had to have 6 golden buzzers in our show.
I'm glad you got 6 golden buzzers, because I gotta say, the power of lives changed by the golden buzzer is amazing. And let me start with our good friend Janique Fournier, whose life was changed because of Lindsay L's golden buzzer. So Janique made her American debut on America's Got Talent All-Stars this year. So how do you hope that this year's auditionees and eventually semifinalists and finalists represent Canada if they decide to compete on other Got Talent shows such as America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent?
Well, I think, our country, we have this unique thing. We're multifaceted, multicultural, and we really saw that represented on our stage. And I think that's what's unique about our show is, like, we saw things that, like the Indigenous culture come to life on our stage and teach us a little bit of culture and history. And that's part of the makeup of Canada, which is so unique, right? So that's what, I think Canadians, we're special people. We really are. And I think I'm so proud that, like, our Canadians will go out and represent what a unique and special country that we are.
And that's incredible. I'm so excited for this act. So what can CGT fans expect from this season's acts?
You can expect some stratifying moments. I had to do that. Sorry. I had to. It wouldn't be a Trish Stratus interview without that. You will see so much. It's usually, we know it's a variety show. It's what makes us unique. It's not just a singing show. It's not just a dancing show. It is a variety show. It's a place where you can bring a plethora of different acts and talents and categories and have it play out on our stage. As we saw this season, it also is a place for categories that don't exist. There is stuff you'll see on our stage. I'm like, I remember Howie Mandel and I would just be like, I've never seen, for him to say in 13 years, as a 13-year veteran, to say, I've never seen that in all of my years as a judge, right, on our stage. That's amazing, right? So you'll see stuff that, like, doesn't even have a category. And I'll bring up the one that, like, I think if you go to Can Got Talent's Instagram, you can find the reel. But she comes out and she says, what do you do? And she says, I'm a noisemaker. And I'm like, what does that mean? She really has no category, but what she did blew people's minds. How do you describe that? So to know that, like, we have a place for you. Whatever you do that is unique, entertaining, that can mesmerize people, can evoke emotion from people, we have the place for you. It is our stage. Bring it to us. We want to see you. Canada wants to share, and perhaps it could be a life-changing moment.
Awesome. So final question. Are you ready, Trish?
I'm ready for it, yes.
Why should my audience watch Canada's Got Talent's newest season?
Because they'll be stratified, obviously. Oh, no, sorry. I had to. Because it will blow your minds, and it will every emotion that you'll feel. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll get mad, you'll fight with someone on the couch and be like, no, this one's better. You'll like what Lilly Singh says. You'll like to see Lilly Singh's facial expressions. That's an aspect. You'll like to see Kardinal get scared by magic. It's very amusing to me always to see him literally get scared and have to leave the desk because he's so freaked out that it's blowing his mind so much he has to leave the desk. There's just some amazing stuff to see. I'm so proud. As a Canadian, you will be proud to be like, our country is represented in so many ways, regardless of culture and ethnicity and with talent. Like, we really are represented, and Canada will be proud because this season will definitely blow some minds.
I am so excited to watch the YouTube and social media and keep an eye on this because this season's going to be fabulous. And Trish, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to talk with me. Please give my best to Howie, to Cardinal, to Lily, and Lindsay, please. And I cannot wait to see the talent you guys have discovered this season.
I can't wait for you guys to see it.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Jay.